Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
You ain't shit, and you're never gonna be shit with your little ass dick. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, you nigga with the sauce. And the one they call it Don too. Man, fuck y'all niggas.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? John Paul the Don. This is the Sauce with the Don.
Yo, 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 welcome back to another one and another one. We just keep it going. Thank you for listening, y'all.
Yo, but who are you?
Oh, I go by the name of Sauce. You know, I got the sauce. You know, I'm saucy.
You sausage ass nigga.
Well, how does that song go? Suck my dick. No, that's not the...
Somebody,
The motherfucking condom.
I don't know what that has to do with sausage.
No, there's a fucking another song. It's like...
Say something, sausage.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for listening. I already said that, but I can never thank you guys enough because without you, we are nothing.
Yo, for real. And just listening for a minute is just everything. I'd like it if you listen the whole thing, but a minute's
Yo,
cool
please,
with me.
yo. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Share it, comment, ask us a question. You could tweet at us at No Church in the City, my Twitter is Marinara Sauce, or you could tweet at John Paul the Don. And just ask us anything. Suggestions for shows, suggestions for how we should talk.
If you want to be a guest.
You want to be a guest. And, we'll be coming up with guests soon. I know we've only had one so far, but they'll be coming. We just got to arrange some things, some scheduling conflicts, and we'll make the show great. But thank you again.
Yeah, we're going to keep growing. And today we're going to try to talk a little bit about mental health and mental issues.
It's just that whole shit with Kid Cudi just kind of like fucked me up a little bit. Like,
yeah, I mean, all right, I'll tell you my opinion on what I've always thought about mental health. When I think of mental health and like mental health issues, I always think of anxiety and people that are depressed, and I never really got it because I've never felt that way.
Right.
I've never felt that way. I've always kind of thought of anxiety as something just for people to complain about.
Right.
Or like, I feel like it's not real. That's how I felt before.
Right.
But seeing Kid Cudi tweet, I mean, he posted that long story post, and I really felt for him. I really felt upset. I was sad about it.
It's crazy, especially, him being a black man. And, I don't identify myself as African American or anything, but I know in pop culture, like, people always say that, like, if a black kid went to his mom and is like, oh, I'm depressed or anything, they'll be like, why are you playing around with that white disease? You never really see, like, before, you would never see, like, I guess,
Minorities.
Minorities, yeah.
No, I know my mom, yo. My mom does not play with any of that. If I were to tell her, hey, I'm suicidal, my mom would give me the knife and be like, go do it then.
Yeah, exactly.
No, my mom does not play that. She doesn't think it's real. She thinks it's ridiculous. And I guess she just doesn't understand.
Right.
I mean, I don't understand because I haven't gone through that. So, I mean, I will never understand. But I guess I can still feel for the guy, man. Like, it's messed up. And not everybody is wired the same way.
It's crazy to think of, like, he's so successful. He's done great art. He has millions of fans. Me being one of them. And he still says he's not happy. He has suicide thoughts all the time from the beginning. And probably even before he became famous. This is like 9 years. And it's just incredible to think of, like, like an artist that I care for, that I enjoyed listening to, who influenced my favorite artists a bunch, is able to feel this way with all the success, all the money. And it's crazy to think that, like,
so it's like what's missing. It's like there's something there. It's just some people are upset, some people are sad, some people are depressed, and there's really nothing they can do to fix it.
Right. I also always wondered, like, someone who has anxiety, someone who's depressed.
You know someone?
I know, yeah,
I know a couple people.
like
that claim they have anxiety.
take
depressed.
like pills for it, or like even like ADD. Like,
Well, I mean, if they claim it, I'm sure it's true.
I mean,
think
yeah,
anybody would play with that.
and like let's start with like ADD. Like ADD is a disease, or like whatever that kind of only exists in America. You know, like nowhere else.
Well, I mean, I've always thought ADD was, again, kind of like fake and doesn't
Well, yeah,
exist. And if a kid's not paying attention, you should. Oh, I don't know about hitting him, but you should maybe be a little more harder on them.
There's an excellent story of I don't know her name, but the creator of Cats. You know, excellent famous musical.
Yeah.
And in school, she just was like jumping up and down, like wasn't paying attention or anything. And she took it to a therapist, and the therapist was like, she still like was just jumping around and whatever. And he was like, go put your daughter in a dance class and see what happens. And puts her in a dance class. She's amazing. Does a great job. Begins to pay attention in school. You know, she's using that as another method of releasing her energy. An outlet. Yeah, an outlet for releasing her energy, and ended up becoming the creator of Cats, like one of the most amazing musicals that has one of the longest ever running Broadway musical ever. And any other doctor would have just given her a pill to calm down.
Yeah, I mean, I never would have thought of that. I would have thought, instead of the pill thing, just a smack to the back of the head would have calmed them down.
Yeah, right?
But that's a great...
But that's how our parents are.
Yeah.
But, like, it's crazy, like, you know, being in college. There's a lot, especially my university, it was, you know, a big college for people a lot of people were depressed. A lot of people had anxiety issues. A lot of people maybe had suicidal thoughts, like, and I knew a few people like that. And it could be like, how can I be the person who's like, oh, just get over it, you know?
Yeah.
It's still kind of fucked up to say that, but then why don't I feel that way? Why am I in the same route that you are? Especially like white people in my university who are far more privileged than I am, far more well off than I am, than my parents were, and they still have these issues. Like, why are you like, you have all you have, and it's crazy to think of like I don't have as much as you do, and I'm fine.
It's like, what do you got to complain about?
And it's fucked up because, you know, there's like black people dying in the streets.
Yeah. And
you're complaining that, oh my God, like I can't sleep tonight. Like there's people with those issues. And it's just, I remember having a conversation with this one girl who, and you know, like I've gone through stuff, but I try to not let it affect me, you know, like, and it's crazy that, you know, like, those people don't know what I've gone through. But yeah, I'm still here in the same place that you are and able to do it.
And get through it.
But then that's just like the answer that we're not supposed to say. Oh, just get over it. Oh, like, it's fine. Like, you're here. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And so, like, then what are you supposed to say? It's, like, really, really, like, strange. And I always feel conflicted about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been pretty one-sided on it. It's just, like, doesn't exist. But I guess I can't really talk on it because...
Guys, you never been through it.
Yeah.
So then what should we do?
I was never upset. I was never depressed. I don't think we can do anything. I would try to get them through it. Try to, I guess... This is the nice me talking. Like, try to get them to understand that either they're loved or they're appreciated, that they don't have to go through what they're going through, and if they are, they'll get through it. Shit like that. I don't know.
What do you think that, like... Do you think it's like just something that's in your mind, or do you think that is something that was like a traumatic event? How much do you think it's that, and how much do you think it's?
I mean, some people are literally wired differently, and they could be depressed, and they're just like that for no reason. Let's say
there's just a chemical in their brain
some people, I'm sure it's like that. Other people, I'm sure it's some stuff where maybe their parents divorced and something like that has stuck with them, and while they might not know it or say, oh, it's because of this, it subconsciously is because of that.
Right.
Something minor. It could be like someone's dad was gone too long, like went to work, and then the kid was waiting up late for his dad, and then he came back the next day or something. And then that could always just come back.
Triggers.
Yeah, it's like triggers.
It's fucked up. Like, I remember one time I had this girl who she suffers from anxiety and bipolarness. And she asked me one time, she's like, how are you able to stay so calm? Like, how? And I was like, in all honesty, I don't believe in those things. Like, I don't believe in like, I do get anxious sometimes. The only times I ever really get anxious is when like you ever think about something that you did in the past and it's like embarrassing or like something stupid and you're just like, oh God, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like that happens to me a lot, and I just be like, I just have a weird feeling flow through my body, and that's the only time I ever get anxious. But there's people who like, if they don't have their phone, they get anxious. If they're away from it for three seconds.
I think I might fall into that category.
Yeah. So then,
like, I think if I were to put my phone away and I was with people, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, right. And so then she asked me, she's like, how are you able to remain calm? And I was like, honestly, I just don't believe that stuff. And then I was like, I don't believe in bipolarness. And then she got really upset. And she's like, I have.
You didn't know she had?
No. Well, no, I actually didn't. I kind of sort of knew. And I was. She's like, I have a chemical imbalance in my brain that makes me do this, makes me feel this way, and like you can't like tell me that it doesn't exist or like you don't believe it exists because it really does. Like I'm going through it. This like story like it's crazy. I'm tell you this story with this like specific girl. So it was a girl I was like sleeping with, and I was like sleeping with her like for like a consistent time, and but she was also like getting with other niggas. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have a problem with it. No problem with it. Whatever. One day, and I actually for like a month or two, like I wasn't sleeping with anyone else. I was just sleeping with her.
Okay.
But she would get drunk, on nights and like sleep with other niggas. I didn't give a fuck. Whatever. And then one day I was in my room and this one girl asked me to chill real quick. Like it was a Friday night. People are chilling in my room, like turning up and stuff. And I'm like, okay. I leave my room, like go outside, and everyone just sees me walk out with this girl. And I come back like 2 hours later. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I ended up being with that girl. And all my friends are telling me like, yo, like the other girl, the first girl who was sleeping with other people, yo, she's upset. Like, yo, you have no idea. She just went crazy. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yo, she's like angry. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I had left my phone there, looked at my phone, and she was like, I can't believe like you went out and like slept with another girl, blah, 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 blah. Like, don't ever talk to me again. Like, I can't believe, like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. I was like, fine then. Peace.
Yo, side note, do you think it was her that wrote the note?
No, I thought that, but it wasn't. Or at least I asked her. She told me it wasn't.
I think from the clues I'm getting.
Well,
probably her handwriting.
I have an actually specific reason as to why I know it wasn't her. And I could get to that later. But she goes, all right, don't talk to me ever again. And I'm like, okay, like, fine. Peace. Like, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is good with you? Like, you sleep with mad niggas. Like, she was, like, and I did not care. I didn't ever judge her for it. Never, I, like, still chilled with her. Like, never. And then I do, like, one thing. All she does is sees me walk out the door with a girl. And goes ballistic. Ended up fucking taking, like, 10 of her, like bipolar pills and, like, tried to kill herself.
Jesus.
Yeah. Got sent to the hospital and everything.
Because of you?
Yeah. Because she saw me. That. And then I was like, fine. Then I won't talk to you ever again.
Jesus Christ.
Because I was like, I was like, it kind of fucked me up a little bit. It didn't fuck me up that much.
I mean, why? I mean, that's kind of selfish.
It is selfish. It's fucked up. Like, you can't do that. It's immoral. How are you gonna be doing what I'm not doing?
Not even that. It's not even that. Just her. I mean, trying to kill herself. Yo, like, how would you have felt if she succeeded?
Shit, I don't know, man.
Think about that. Like, she could have killed herself, and it would have been not because of you, but that's what it would have looked like.
Yeah,
And that's horrible, like, to put someone through that.
I remember, like, she wrote me a letter. I wrote her a letter how, like, which I don't think I should have done. How, like, that what she did was wrong and, like, stuff like that. Because she didn't want to talk to me, so I, like, fine. And, like, I like, went up to her in the cafe and, like, sat down. And I was like, yo, talk to me. She's like, I don't want to talk right now. I was like, fine. I'll write you I wrote her a note on a napkin. Gave it to her. She read it, started crying, walked away.
What'd you write in the note?
It was something like, yo, you shouldn't do that. And I explained myself. I was like, you need to understand that, like, I know you, like, slept with other niggas. And I never judged you for it, ever. You still, like, slept in my bed. Like, how could you, like, do that when I didn't do anything? And one time you see me walk out the door with someone. Just walk out the door. You shouldn't be doing that. Which is fucked up. Like, I guess I don't know if you could consider that victim blaming, but I guess you could a little bit. Which is something you shouldn't do, but it was fucked up. And then she wrote me a letter. And in the letter she wrote, you didn't even visit me in the hospital. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yo, she better chill out. Like, you fucking, you could have, if I was some other person, I would have probably, like, been devastated. Like, I was devastated, but I handled it well. Thankfully, like, I'm a stern person. Like, I can handle things. But I could have easily, like, you know, been some other nigga who, like, became depressed and, like, done some other shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
And it's just crazy. It's crazy. And it's crazy what these bitches do or, like, what these girls do. And it's just fucked up. Like,
I mean,
what goes through your head that when this happens and you don't, like, think and you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, I guess it's just some people are wired differently, and, like, so, like, I had a friend. I don't think she's my friend no more, but this girl, she would always, like, she's really talented. She would, I guess, like, have too much on her plate, and then when she would have too much on her plate, have too many things she had to get done, she would just resort to, I have anxiety, I need pills, I try to kill myself, and then go to a hospital and check herself into, like, this rehab for a couple of weeks and walk away from her problems. Just always ran away from her problems. And to me, I don't think she had anything wrong with her. I just thought she was just trying to avoid
her problems,
what she had to do, what she had to get done. Mm-hmm. Literally, when
responsibility,
when it was getting too much for her, she was like, "Oh, I can't do it. I have anxiety. I'm white. I don't know. I'm crazy," and I don't like that. Like, and it's people like her that made me realize that not everybody that. All right, that now I remember what I was gonna say before. I feel like this whole bipolar, depression, suicidal, I feel like it really came to mainstream during Tumblr times, where everybody had a Tumblr and everybody was acting the same. Emo, goth, emotional, politically correct, just everything all in once. And while there are people I know that go through these things and legitimately have problems, and I feel for them, but there are a lot of people that think they do and try to take advantage of these issues that other people are really going through and try to say that they have it too, just to avoid what they have to do, or just for people to feel sorry for them, or just for getting recognition or anything. Just, I feel like Tumblr helped perpetuate all of that.
It's crazy. Like
a lot of people that have Tumblr are literally the same people.
yeah. Where they're able to, like, spill out their feelings and, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, hipsters, bro. Hipsters evolved from goth people, that evolved from emo people, that evolved from
that's very true. And what's
MySpace people. I don't know.
How I always, like, when I go back to, like, oh, this is, like, a white disease. You know? It's crazy. Like, I think maybe, like, in the hood, like, not that I'm from the hood, but those people probably, like, minorities probably, like, didn't see that they had those issues, maybe because
they wouldn't.
Because they had bigger things to worry about. You know,
that and also, like, they'd probably get made fun of. They wouldn't be taken seriously. Mm-hmm. Again, if I told my mom I'm depressed, she would probably, like, curse me out. Yeah. I'm like, what do you have to be depressed about? She wouldn't understand that it's a problem. But not that I am depressed. I've never felt like that. But if I did, I know what my mom would say. I remember one time I was having a party in my house, and my mom was here. and there was this girl talking about how she's a lesbian or whatever, and that her parents hate that she's a lesbian or don't like lesbians, and she can never come out to her parents, and she wants to kill herself. And my mom was drunk, and she was like, "You want to kill yourself? Hold on." And she ran and got knives, and she was like, "Go ahead, do it." And I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, you can't do that." And meanwhile, the girl was just there crying.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, nobody remembered anything the next day, thank God. But
Thank God.
that was just so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
My mom's an idiot sometimes.
That's some crazy shit.
But yeah, like, I guess she doesn't get that some people really have problems.
Right.
And that goes for a lot of, like, parents of minorities and people that come from different countries and don't get it. And then you go and look at American parents that think their kid has problems, and when their kids really don't have problems. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. It's just it's a gray area, and it's hard to talk about.
It's hard to talk about. And what if you're a kid, like, whenever you have a kid that comes up to you, like, what would you do?
I would try to help him, man. Be like, are you like I'm gonna be close with my kid.
Right.
I know I'm gonna be close with my kid, so I know that he can tell me whatever he wants. Mm-hmm. He'll be able to tell me, or she'll be able to tell me how she feels, why she feels that way, and the reasons. And I will try to get them help.
Right.
If they need therapy, I'll go get them therapy. Whatever they need, I'm gonna try and help them. I'll try and be open minded. Like I think I'm an open minded person right now, so I think it'll be easy. What do you think?
I mean, I think there's like a threshold. If like my son comes up to me and is like, "I'm gay," okay, let's just say I'm gonna be like, "All right, cool. Like, are you sure?" And then if he's like, "Yeah," and I'd be like, "All right, cool." But if my son comes up to me and is like, "I think I have ADD," I'm gonna be like, I don't want to give you a drug that is gonna.
Well, I mean, what if they really have ADD?
Well, I feel like you can find out an outlet to cure that. I feel like you can grow out of ADD.
I don't know.
And then I feel like.
And there's ADHD, which is like the high def.
Yeah, and this is
version.
The reason is because like I don't want like I see kids in college who think they need, in order to survive the day, take an Adderall. I don't like, because I don't feel like that's not like true. You don't need the Adderall. But then if you're taking it from like a kid who's like 11 years old and then you're 18, you're gonna think that in order for me to like get on through the day, I gotta take this Adderall. And I feel like that drug you don't need that, because it'll just like slow down your mind. And if your mind is like racing so much, you could use that into something else of what you're passionate about. That's just my opinion. But then if my son is like, I'm depressed, I feel like I'd also be like, what are you depressed about? Because I foresee myself to be in a very blessed situation where I can take care of my family, where when they want to go on vacation, I can take care of them. I feel like I'd be like, what are you? I feel like my first.
Honestly, what you gotta do is you gotta make sure your kid's not on Tumblr. Now, if your kid is off Tumblr, never been on Tumblr, and tells you they're depressed, they legitimately might be depressed.
True.
But if they are on Tumblr, I feel like they might self-diagnose themselves and think they're depressed and want attention.
It's possible. And like, because I feel like I'm gonna be the most extremely accepting parent of anything. I want my kids to be able to come to me for whatever issues they may have. And because I feel like some parents who would like maybe hit their kids or like talk shit about their kids to their face, that could be cause them to be like, not trust people. You know, like some people don't like to be trusted. Some people don't want to hug someone because they can't, you know. And that's just, I feel like that, if I don't raise my kid right, then he'll end up having problems. He or she will end up having like those issues. But if my kid is gay, I don't see that as an issue. That won't be something I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, like, but if I'm blessed or something, like my kids are blessed, and I talk to them every day and I care for them and I give them a father's hug and grow them up to like have culture and like Spanish culture and like hip hop culture, they'd be able to not end up being depressed. But then I don't know. And it's just fucked up to think about.
Yeah, I feel you, man. And like, I don't know.
And I don't know the answers. And I'm not an expert. And anyone who's listening who thinks like, oh, Kevin doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, like, that shit is fucked up, like what you're saying. It's just, I'm talking about like my experiences. Like, I went through my entire like elementary school, middle school, high school, even college, of everyone telling me that I'm gay. Always. Everyone, bro. Even you. Everyone. And there was a point where I was upset, but I got over it. Like,
in my defense, I went through that too. I mean, I'm pretty sure every kid from our generation went through that.
That's gay phase?
No, they're like getting called gay, getting called a fag, or getting called anything. Like, I remember kindergarten to about 5th grade, I was getting called gay by this kid named Fernando every single day. Rest in peace, Fernando. He's dead now. He had a heart attack at 21 years old.
Fine.
But, yo, just look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've apologized for calling you gay. I've stopped. I mean, maybe not really. I think I still call you gay. Do I?
But I don't
When
care.
was the last time I called you gay?
I say gay.
No, but when was the last time I called you gay?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Honestly, I don't even remember the last time. Maybe, like, you said something on, like, pause, but...
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I'm like, oh, that's gay.
And then that's just also like I don't really say that anymore.
At the same time, now that you mentioned that, I feel like you were a little sensitive for getting so upset about it.
That's true, and like
because I went through that too, and I mean I didn't care because I knew I wasn't gay. I didn't care.
And then I guess there's some kids who are more sensitive.
Yeah.
And
that affects them.
It affects them greatly. Like luckily, I wasn't one of those. It did affect me a little bit. Like I used to think that like, yo, all these niggas like calling me gay, does that mean I'm gay? Like that went through my head, bro.
I'm
like,
sorry.
No, it's fine, but it's just, but I'm stronger now, and like I'm still going out through my day. I still was able to graduate college. Like I still, I
still bag mad bitches.
I still bag mad bitches, and so like it's fine. But I did go through that, but I'm still here, and like I don't need a pill to make me better.
That's crazy.
At the end of the story.
Yeah, that's really crazy. I didn't know it bothered you like that.
Yeah, bro. It was fucking like it didn't. It just like made me question myself.
Wow, that's crazy.
It just made me question myself.
That means that whatever everybody was doing worked. Like they were right. They were getting to you.
But I don't like dick. So that's what I would always say. Be like, oh, but I don't like dick.
Okay.
Whatever.
But yeah, back to Kid Cudi. I think it's really brave of him to actually admit his.
That's what that's what you need to do. Like you gotta admit
that's the
your
first step.
faults. Yeah. And I hope to God.
Yeah, I hope he gets better.
Because in the end, he could have committed suicide.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
That would have been horrible. Like one of the most creative people and then that's happened in music all the time. Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Fucking, he had it all. People loved him, but no,
he wasn't all the way happy.
It's fucked up.
And do you think that Kid Cudi's depression and suicidal urges, do you think that had anything to do with his outburst on Kanye?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like sometimes.
So bringing that up, you said you think it had to do with it. Do you also think Kanye shouting them out recently?
Yeah.
Do you think he, I guess,
because
he had a conversation with somebody or talked to him?
Yeah.
And found out that he was messed up.
But I'm sure Kanye already knew that, and then but Kanye
got to his senses,
and then he came to his senses because sometimes when someone like says something to you, it's not because of you.
It's like a cry for help. Sometimes
it's like a cry for help, and it's because like they felt a certain type of way, Yeah, it's
like, I like what Kanye did. Like most rappers today would. Kid Cudi does that to them and forget about it. Kid Cudi's dead to me. No, that's it. We're dissing him.
The Kanye needs to also recognize that Cudi helped him a lot.
Yeah.
To make great work, and that was his boy. Like they were besties, biffles. Like you can't get away from that. And Kanye, that's why Kanye's not your average rapper. Like he's in tune with his emotions, sort of, and knows that like what's up, because he has a kid, 2 kids.
Love Kanye.
Yeah, and end of the story. More of the story is that you gotta love Kanye. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up world out there. That that we have to live in. Sometimes you just wonder, like, is that what success like breeds, like weaning out the weak? But no, it doesn't, because Kid Cudi's successful, and he was still depressed. Like,
I don't know.
Robin
I'm
Williams.
telling you, it just goes back to the wired thing. Some people are wired differently, and some people, literally, there's nothing you can do. Well, I mean, I guess some people don't try hard enough to figure it out. Kid Cudi's trying right now, but Robin Williams, look at him.
You thought, like, we always thought he was the happiest person.
Guy, yeah, but most comedians are sad inside.
Wayne Brady, like, depressed all the time. I think the only comedian that is probably not depressed was, like, or maybe he is, but Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is always looking happy.
think, like, all, like, comedians always say that, like, they always have to be funny, you know?
Yeah.
When they're in public, it's like they always have to be funny, and that's what they don't like. Because they're just normal human beings.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up.
Do you think there's more rappers that are depressed right now and not gonna say anything?
Maybe at Kid Cudi's age and lower, yes, but I don't think like.
I feel like what Wayne did recently with the tweets saying "I give up," this and that. That was like,
oh my god, yeah.
That's like, and everybody was on his side. That was like a cry for help.
It definitely must be, because that's his daddy who's like fucking him over.
Yeah.
And daddy issues are a thing.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Everybody's situation is different, and hopefully Kid Cudi gets stronger from this. And
I hope, man. I hope. And anybody listening that, you know, suffers with some problems, like, I know this could have been a very triggering episode. It could have made you angry. But it's just what we had in our minds, you know, what we try to be as real as possible. And I can't be fake towards you. We can't be fake towards you, the listeners. But if you, anytime you got like advice or like, you know, articles or like something that we should like know about, teach us, because we need to know more.
I mean, if you ever need to talk to somebody, we're here.
Yeah, we're the Sauce with the Don, and we do this for you guys, and we want to love you guys and you to love us, and yeah.
Well, that's pretty much all we have to say about this.
That was a weird episode, actually. I can't believe we talked about that.
Intense.
A little bit intense. One day we should have this episode again and bring someone who actually like goes through it.
Yeah.
And we'll have like a part 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Sauce with the Don. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share us. SoundCloud at Sauce with the Don. If you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, my Twitter is Marinara Sauce and my Instagram is No Church in the City.
Yeah, my Twitter is John Paul the Don. My Instagram is John Paul the Don.
And have a great day. Thank you.